This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call to order the Town of Ocean Ridge Planning and Zoning meeting on July 8th, 2025. Roll call, please.
Member Corella,
Present.
Vice Chair Khalil,
Here.
and Chair Ferber.
Here. Pledge allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of
the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I always want to break into song after that. Growing up, you did the pledge and then you did the song.
Hey.
I was wondering.
God bless America. Yeah.
Once a week, the Star Spangled Banner.
No singing, please.
Oh, come on.
Commissioners, any additions, deletions, modifications? Approval of the agenda?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Public comment. Floor is open, please.
Terry Brown, Harbor Drive South. I wasn't here for the last couple of meetings. I read the notes and listen to the audio, and I was sort of shocked. I didn't know if it was a bad dream or what, that someone was commenting about getting rid of the requirement to have shade trees. I don't know if that was something I heard in my sleep. Was there a comment?
I don't remember
Okay.
that,
Not
Terry.
to that extent.
Not to
No,
that
not
extent.
that way, no.
Because there are friends,
Yes.
shade trees. They pull carbon out of the atmosphere and pump oxygen back in, and they keep everything cool. On two of the houses on our street, Fritz Devitt and the other folks who I don't remember their name, in the code, it says you should have as many streetscape trees as possible with canopies. And Fritz has 3 in front of him, and the other guy has 3, but they're spread out. So you see the dramatic impact that it has on the neighborhood. The feel of the neighborhood is more like South Florida. So I just wanted to be sure that, I'll go back and look at the minutes where the audio makes the comment on that. So the other important thing about shade trees is that they reduce the atmosphere the temperature on the earth. If you just travel down here on A1A towards the inlet from Inlet K north, when you go through that area where the Ocean Hammock Park is, the temperature, if you're not in an air-conditioned car, drops almost 10 degrees just from the shade trees. So anyway, it's an important consideration when you look at the plans, where are the shade trees going to go? Thank you.
Good comment. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. Yes, very important.
Don't miss a meeting, Terry, come on.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Any other public comment? Hearing none. Okay. Approval of the minutes, the June 17th, 2025.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So we have the quasi-judicial hearing for the 9293 Island Drive replat. And at this time, any ex parte communication shall either be disclosed by identifying the subject of the communication and the identity of the person, group, or entity with whom the communication took place, or any correspondence be provided to the town clerk and made part of the public record. In addition, each member of the commission may identify the existence of any investigations or site visits he or she has conducted, or any expert opinions received, and disclose any conflict of interest on this matter.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioners, do we have any comments?
None, Mr. Chairman.
I think that, of course, I live on that island, so I walk by the site. Been by it 1,000,000 times. Sure, kind of.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah, that's good. So we know the location very well.
And I previously to their application, I heard that they were doing it, but I have no any conversations regarding the applications that are being submitted.
Thank you. Town clerk, will you please swear in the witnesses?
Will anyone wishing to speak on this item, please stand and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
We do.
When you are called forward, please state your name and address clearly for the record and whether or not you've been sworn in, and please speak directly into the microphone.
Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate that. Corey is not here today. Is there anyone sitting in for him, Kelly?
No, he just said that everything that he had was in his report.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, his report was that he didn't have any comments, and I believe from engineer, we have them present. There was no comments from the engineer, and also the engineering firm's surveyor didn't have any comments. I believe initially there were comments, but they've been all corrected.
Okay.
And he combined the two, the replat and the development plan in his memo.
Can we talk about both of these at one time, or do we have to talk about them individually?
We can talk about that at one time. We'll just have to take separate votes on each of them.
Okay, great. So the first item is the replat, right, that we need to look at, discuss. Is there any discussion on the replat, by the way? Taking two parcels and bringing them together, right? That's what we're talking about here.
No, they're moving the line of the, they are, I guess they're one parcel right now, and they're two parcels right now,
Yeah.
and they're moving the boundary line to create, two different.
Can the applicant come up and show us exactly what they're doing, please? Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, Chair, Vice Chair, members, staff. My name is Andrew Kaiser, located at 55 Southeast 2nd Avenue, Suite 102 in Delray Beach, Florida. I'm here on behalf of applicant. I am joined by the property owners and our team of consultants. We have the architectural, engineering, and landscaping, just in case you have any specific questions. We would like to provide a high-level overview of the project and then take your very specific questions. Do you mind if I welcome the owner?
Can we do this real quick? Because we're breaking this in half. Let's talk about the replat first.
You
You
bet.
show us that,
Sure.
take
No
us through that, and then you can give us on the house
Okay, sure, no problem.
proposal.
Kelly, could you just move forward to the replat slide so that the members have a visual? Move forward. Yeah, move forward, please. Okay. Maybe one more. There you go. Okay. So if you take a look at the arrow in red, that is the original lot, the present day existing lot line. We were proposing to reconfigure that lot line to the green arrow. And the most important thing is that when you are reconfiguring lots in the town, they have to conform and comply with the minimum lot requirements of that zoning district. I've put those minimum lot requirements there, and we've proposed that they're fully compliant with the code, and staff has found that each lot is fully compliant with the code after the lot line is moved. So thus, we respectfully request a recommendation of approval for the plat because they're fully compliant.
Is that where your fence is, kind of currently where the red arrow is? The fence on the property?
No, the fence is
The boundary fence.
far. Over here.
There are fences on the two outside edges.
Exactly.
So it's on the perimeter, the fences are in the perimeter.
Okay.
That's an internal lot line. So these properties were originally platted in 1958. They were two separate lots. The previous owner combined them for tax purposes. That's why on the property appraiser's website, it looks like one parcel, but they're really two different lots. So we're proposing to revert back to the original lots, but to move that lot line, but also ensuring that they're fully compliant with the minimum lot requirements in the code.
So they have a question, where the green line is, that's the existing home,
Proposed
right?
Proposed lot line, yes. And the existing lot line is in
By
there.
moving the proposed lot line to there, does it impact the existing home and meeting the requirements of the existing home, or will there be a required variance to have that home there?
So the home was built in 1971 and our intent is to demolish it. Actually, I wanted to correct for the record that the staff report says that it has already been demolished. It has not, but it's going to be demolished. That's part of the plan.
Okay, so right now it's not, obviously it's not
Yeah.
But by moving that line,
Mhm.
that would make the home a non-conformity. If we approve the replat the way it sits,
Mhm.
with the home still sitting there,
Mhm.
that is a problem for the town.
So I think our proposed solution was to approve the replat on the condition that the home is demolished.
Okay, I have no objection to that then. So with the replat won't be good until the home is done,
Correct,
is gone. Okay.
correct.
And the new home, just so I'm clear, is to the left of the green arrow,
Yes, so
Okay.
that will be my client's personal home,
right?
and they will, actually, the next item on the agenda, you'll see what that looks like.
Right, I understand. And then they'll just have a vacant lot next door.
Their intent is to build another home on the lot next door.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay, okay. I understand, right? Motion to approve the
I'll
replat
approve
condition?
conditional, I'll move to approve the replat conditioned upon the demolition of the home and that the replat not be approved or signed off until the home is gone. So
Second.
to avoid any
Of
issues
course,
later on,
Yeah.
a change of mind or something
course.
that happens.
of
We've been
course.
there, we've been down that path.
And it would conflict with their home, the
I
their home, so.
We've seen it all here.
Yes, fair enough, fair enough. Thank you very much.
Okay, great. Maybe we should just open to public comment
Sure.
1 second,
I'll
please,
sit down.
okay,
Thank you.
before we take it.
Just a quick public comment. And to Ken Khalil's comment regarding the lot line, the new lot line, any structure there would have to meet all the side setbacks, front setback, street setback. So they would be like shifting the house orientation unless they wanted to build a trapezoid. You follow what I'm saying? I don't see it now because it's gone. But it seems like it would be an odd shape, the upper lot. I guess that would be the northeast lot. The waterway is that little teeny area where the green and red arrows are. That's what it looks onto
Yeah.
each intercoastal. So it's the orientation of the structure that you're gonna have to look at, in my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comment? Commissioners, need discussion? Nope, I think we're good. Please, can you make your motion again?
Okay.
One more time, please.
Make a motion to approve the replat conditioned upon the demolition of the existing structure, and that it shall not be signed off or finalized until such structure is demolished.
I second, Mr. Chairman.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Okay, why don't you come back up if you would, please, and go ahead and make your presentation on the house.
If I may invite the homeowner up just to make some opening
Sure.
remarks. I appreciate that. Thank you kindly.
Yeah, we don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
have
gonna like
lawyers
lawyers.
pick out.
No, not good, saying sorry. Good morning, everybody. I'm Roger Coy. We currently reside at 1041 Sea Spray Ave in Delray Beach. And moved here from New York during COVID, and we're really excited about moving on up to Ocean Ridge, and very excited about the whole team. So this is my wife Gentry here, and we're really excited about this whole project. And just to add a little bit of clarity to the commentary, the plan for that smaller lot would actually build a very linear home, because the regulations in Ocean Ridge are very tight. You're pretty restricted in terms of the amount of square footage you can build, and actually it's a very linear home fits quite nicely in that space. So
Good.
And I guess the only thing that we're want to make very clear is we have spent a ton of time understanding all of the rules and regulations that you all have here in the town, and we're not asking for any variances or anything. We're going to meet all the setback requirements and everything else that you guys have put forward. Obviously, we've been quite responsive. Kelly, you've been very helpful and been responsive to the comments that we've gotten so far, and hopefully what you'll see today, meets everybody's approval. But just wanted to say thank you, and we're very excited about the project.
Thank you and welcome. We're looking forward to having you.
So for the development review, plan application. I'm not an architect. That's what the consultants are here for. But I'm going to go through these next couple slides that shows you the elevation and just tell you that, you know, this client and the team was very sensitive to the town's preferences and the code. So they paid very close attention to the articulation, you know, and its interest, the natural stepping. They took into consideration that the town wants to see some warmth and softness, so they brought in the elements of the walnut and the oak, and they were very sensitive about screening the equipment. So if you could just scroll through, Kelly, the north elevations, it's a different view of the north elevation, the west elevation, and the south elevation. And again, if you have any specific questions, we'll invite the architect up here. I do want to also present to you on the next slide, east elevation, the different material selections, and then the next slide, just some photos of the adjacent home so you can see that the present design is in harmony and is consistent with some neighboring homes. Also in terms of the height, it's consistent. Next slide, please. This is just a, you know, a high-level overview of the site plan. The setbacks have been met or exceeded. It's a 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom design. Want to point out that the pool setback exceeds the minimum requirements of the code. Also, the parking, there is, you know, 2-car parking garage, but still room for 2 additional cars on site as well as a carport. If you go to the next slide, Kelly, thank you so much. That's the hardscape plan. Next slide, please. Just wanted to, this is a green space map, just a couple of things wanted to point out. You can see from the different shading, the balance of the building footprint, the hardscape, and then the green space. We've exceeded the green space requirement, so the requirement is 35%. We're proposing close to 41.8%. We do not exceed the maximum allowed on the turf requirement. Next slide, please. Here's a copy of the landscape plan. This is all in your backup. The number of trees and shrubs provided exceed the code. In fact, the number of shrubs very far exceed the code's requirements. So there's really some nice buffering in the perimeter of the properties against the adjacent property owners. And next slide, please. And, you know, just want to conclude by saying that, you know, your staff has recommended approval here. We thank them very much. They've been a pleasure to work with. I love your town and now regret that I haven't built here my home. The criteria set forth in the code section 6356, it has been addressed in the narrative that's in your backup, but we're happy to take questions regarding that criteria. And now we'd like to just open it up to your inquiries. Thank you very much for your time this morning and for allowing us to make this presentation.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Any other comments from the applicant, please? Thank you. Public comment. Any public comment? Okay, closing that. Board comment.
I like it. I thought you did a great job. I really do. I think the design is really, really nice. It blends in well. I mean, everything that was stated, I really don't, when I look for stuff, and I thought it was well done, and thank you. You really, the massing looks, I think, great. I think the lineal approach, I agree that the lot was, I'm like, what are you doing? And then you did it. So, I mean, I think it really looks good. This is the 10,000 square foot lot? No, this is the 14,000 square foot lot, right? So, yeah, it'll be interesting what you do with the 10,000 square foot lot. That's gonna be a little bit more challenging. A little bit more challenging. But I do commend you. I think it looks really, when the architects, I think you did a really, really good job. I have no comment, sorry. Sorry, I apologize for not
I'm
having a
sorry,
comment.
if Ken has no comment, then sure they'll have no comment. No, it looks good, really, and elevations and all that, it's great, so.
Yes, I concur with everyone. I think it's a good looking house. It's kind of mirrors a little bit the one across the street that was built just a few years ago, right? So and it's a fresh, clean look, and I think it will work well here. You know, it'd be interesting because when the other house was being built in the cul-de-sac here, being at the end of the road, it creates some challenges for the construction and the neighbors, et cetera. So of course, we go through a process here of educating not only the homeowner, but the contractor as well. So I think we'll make sure that you spend some time going through that. We ask the homeowner to sign the development order, you know, so they understand what is going on and what needs to be done, because this is a tight little world right back here, right? And so in deference to your neighbors, but yeah, looks great. We're excited about it.
All right, what's your plan, if I can ask the homeowner? You can come on up. Welcome to the neighborhood, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
What is your plan? You get approved here, what's your steps? I mean,
So we're already underway with the construction plans and hopefully be to you all in September, early October at the latest for permitting. So the hope would be to break ground in November. And we're hoping for 14 months from stem to stern. We're also doing the seawall, so separately there's a permitting process going on. So we're going to build a whole new seawall at considerable expense for both properties at the same time. I hope, Shields, that the fact we got 2 lots is going to allow a little bit in terms of the kind of construction stuff that goes on.
Staging,
Which is mostly parking.
Yes.
Right? It's mostly parking, trying to keep out a neighbor's hair for that.
well, you had an empty lot.
You
so
have
it
an
works
empty
out
lot,
well.
yes.
So hopefully, and the idea would be to phase the construction a little bit behind the first one. So, you know, again. tough
Have you
to say
picked your
exactly.
contractor?
Yes, Stom Development Group.
Okay.
Are working with them. They've been absolutely fantastic. Not here today, but they've been absolutely fantastic to work with. A very high quality group, and we're excited to be moving. They're going to help us on both projects.
Good. Yeah, great. We're excited.
Thank you.
Thank
Sounds
you.
like we're going to be neighbors.
Oh, yeah, we both live right down the street there. We hear a motion to,
Motion to approve.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Just want to also state that the replat will be on the July meetings, August meetings, and for the town commission.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
Yep. Commissioners, nice when you see a clean application, right? Makes it easier.
Sure does.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. Any comments, guys?
I was gonna say, I hope they realize who their neighbor is.
Who, the one, the house in the corner, next door to the blue house?
Next door. Yeah, they tend to watch everything down there.
Yes,
I will just put it to you like that.
yes.
As rightly so, by the way, not
Can
unrightly
you have
so.
a deep dock there?
Yeah, yeah.
Swan River?
Yeah, no problem. There's no issue there. There's no issue along that canal except for outside of Patterson's, Bill's house, there's a ledge that goes across that has been chipped away.
Right,
But
the limestone.
the limestone ledge, yeah, it's been attempted to be chipped away a little bit. But other than that,
I mean, you've got great access. If you look at the orientation of that first house they're gonna build.
oh, those
it goes right out.
are 2 great lots.
Yeah.
2 great lots.
Yeah.
Good exposure.
Thank you, everyone.
Good
Right,
job.
yeah, listen, join the July 8th, 2025 planning and zoning meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Simple.